Morning guys, Mark Lennox here, Alpha Broking. It's December 1st, 2010. We're just going to run through the morning FX wrap for 8:30 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Just a heads up, as usual, anything we talk about here is general advice only. Alpha's not aware of your personal financial situation, nor do we want to be. We only provide general advice here at Alpha, so just read that disclaimer there on the front page. Now obviously FX carries a lot of risk. Obviously being a highly leveraged derivative product, it can go both ways, so just be aware of the risk when you're trading this sort of stuff. Alright, let's run through some charts. EURUSD first up. This is a daily chart, just going back to the start of the year. So we've got about 12 months worth of data there. As you can see, the upward sloping channel is broken out to the downside. You can see, let's just come across the chart. You can see we've come up to this 1618 extension of this range here. Touched it and fallen back. That also coincided with the top of that channel. We've fallen back to 50% of this range and actually broken straight through that, and we're back now inside this 132, 128.70 range. We'd be expecting price to probably come back to this 128.71 mark here, which is basically the bottom of the range. There's no sort of fib extensions there. You might be able to plot a 2618 of that small range there, but obviously it's been a pretty solid move to the downside in the euro. If we come all the way out on the chart, there's actually a bigger downtrending channel on this chart. Let's see if we can just get it up here. There you go. So you can see we're still in that big downtrending channel. This was just a medium-term uptrend, which is now broken out, following the longer-term downtrend. So 128.70 bottom of the range, and then you've got this fib support for the larger range, which is 127.80. If nothing comes out of Ireland and the pigs, to sort of sort that all out, then we're probably going to end up somewhere down here. Coming across the pound, we've already had the big breakout to the downside. We were actually charting this in here for a move to the downside. You can see that big red line, that's where we had our hard stops. Anyway, we've broken this, we'll call it an ascending triangle, it's more of an ascending wedge. Broken it out, obviously to the downside, hit the 1618, and we're sort of stalling there now for the last couple of days. We zoom all the way in. So look, I don't expect price to continue through here too aggressively. But as you can see, it's been a pretty short and sharp move to the downside. We've just sort of been consolidating this week so far. There's pretty good support in there just for the waves. But look, if you do get that move extending, you're probably looking at 155 on the downside. Currently 155.50, so not too much further. Let's keep going. US yen, obviously overnight, night before we hit that 1618 extension of the range. We just sort of consolidated that move overnight. Looks like this wants to continue up to that 84.80 mark. We've got our range plotted there. We think the top of the range is around that 84.80. So we're thinking bullish continuation up to that 84.80. Only because we've had this move extend down to the 1618 and sort of find support there and push off. So this chart is still obviously in a massive downtrend for the US dollar. Aussie dollar coming across, not a lot to report there. Probably looks like it's going to continue to the downside to that 95.01. We've got GDP today in Australia, and tomorrow we've got retail sales. So probably expecting a bit of, bit of stalling in price, maybe a bit of bullish, maybe a bit of a push back up today to this 97 mark. And that is all. Just a reminder, guys, next Tuesday, the 7th of December, we're going to be running a webinar going through the basically the top 8 currencies on a monthly, weekly and daily chart. So that'll run for about half an hour next Tuesday, and you're welcome to ask any questions then. So just visit the website, alphabroking.com.au, and we can, you can sign up on there and come along.